ballad. We are going to keep it rocking the whole night long. And we are going to jump right into our side order for the night. And we're going to tie our side order right into our next guest. And we're going to be speaking to Jimi Bennett from King James here. And we're going to play a little something called Hard Road to Go off of the self-titled King James CD, which was originally released on Star Song Records back in 1994 and featured the one and only Robert Sweet and the one and only Tim Gaines from Stryper, as well as the talents of the one and only Rex Carroll of Whitecross, and the vocal talent of Jimi Bennett, our next guest, who's coming up next, right after this song. Check it out. Hard Road to Go from King James. All right, welcome back to Strictly Stryper, and that track we just heard there was Hard Road to Go off the debut album from King James, and we told you we have a very special guest, none other than Jimi Bennett of King James himself. Jimi, thanks for joining the show tonight.
Hey, I appreciate appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
So we just played Hard Road to Go. I thought we'd jump right in here and get right into a little bit of the history of King James. I mean, you got I guess this is kind of if you could say, a Christian rock supergroup, if you will.
Well, we never really looked at it that way, but you're probably right. I was really honored to be able to just work with the guys that I work with. Rex and I, when we started King James, we got an opportunity to record a record through Star Song, and we were lacking a drummer and a bassist, and Rex had worked with, not worked, but he had actually done some gigs with Stryper, and really had always hit it real good with those guys, and he had asked me what did I think if we were to call Robert to see if he might be interested in coming in and help us with the music, and I told him it would be great. Something that is kind of funny, and this is a little personal, but I think it's kind of neat in its own way too, that my wife and I were at the Fox Theater back in '86 and heard Stryper play at the Fox here in Atlanta. And I looked at my wife while they were performing, and I said, honey, I said, one of these days I'm going to play with that drummer. And little did I know, years later down the road, an opportunity would come up, and I gave Robert a call and actually I'd left it on his voicemail. I don't know, I just called him on his voicemail, and I just briefly just said, hey brother, Rex and I are doing this record, would you be interested in coming in, laying the drum tracks down for us? And left him my number, and then I went on vacation. I was gone a week, and when I got home, I had a voicemail from Robert, and said that he would be glad to come in and play. So that's kind of how Robert got involved, actually, with the starting debut record with King James. And so Robert, I think, had made mention to call Timmy, because we were needing a bassist as well to come in and play. And so they both agreed to come in, so we flew them into Chicago, and we recorded in Chicago, and spent some time up there, and just had a blast. I mean, absolutely. Was able to just have a really great fellowship and a good hang time. Stryper was on a little downtime during that time frame, and it gave all of us guys a chance to just develop a great friendship and companionship in playing, and so when it got opportunity, once we finished and we were done, we also were asked to do a video, and being asked to do this video, we traveled to Nashville, and we recorded in a meat packing plant. It was really cool where we did this at. They had hired some actors to come in and do their thing, and we had to set up, and oh man, it was just what an experience, and we just had a great hangout. A time to do what you do, what you love to do, what you're called to do, and that's your music. And but I have to tell you, I have some really wonderful memories and hang time with the guys, and it wasn't too long afterwards that we were asked. We ended up getting booked for a North American tour, and on the tour, Robert went with us. Timmy, unfortunately, wasn't able to go at the time, and honestly, right now, I can't really remember why. He may have had some prior engagements or something that was going on and wasn't able to go with us. But Robert went out on the road, and man, we just had a blast. I have to tell you, Robert actually did something that I thought was really funny. He literally broke a kick drum front head because he pounds those things so hard, and which I thought was just so, it was great. I was laughing. He's playing the drums, all of a sudden you hear this, guitar going back, and it just went all to pieces, and we were laughing, had a tech to come out and try to, straighten that out, but oh my gosh, Robert sticks on a funny hat and just kind of, slams through until they're able to get his stuff straightened out, but nonetheless, it was a lot of fun back in those days.
Cool. Well, let's fast forward a little bit then. I got to tell you, I've been a Stryper fan from way back. So when you guys came out, with the self-titled, I was hooked from the beginning there. So then I heard the fall. The fall was coming out a little later. I was really excited to hear that too.
Oh, well, thank you. The fall was, we literally, Robert also, when he was with us, we had done a European tour, and Viva Records really was digging King James sound, and had asked us to, if we would be interested, in doing a record with them, and so we did. We did, and that's where the fall actually came in the process of, we recorded the fall, and we done this in Rex's studio, and that's in Chicago as well. And so it had such a blast. Brought in Tim Bouchon and David Bach of Guardian did our CD cover for us. The first one. And now we have the new re-release, that's with Retroactive label. That we're really excited working with Matt Hunt and just kind of watching to see how everything's going to roll with this. I know Rex and I, because of this situation with Retroactive, he and I have already decided that we are going to do a future CD, and we are actually anticipating it very well could be a winter release, or either it's going to depend upon the time that we get done with the recording. But we're gonna do another CD this year.
Wow, that's awesome! That's awesome. And you heard it. Did you hear it here first?
Yeah, there you go. There's not a lot of people that are aware of it, but we're already in the plans of it, and we're in the songwriting mode, and just. He and I, Rex and I, have been communicating a lot. I live in Atlanta, and Rex lives in Chicago, so it's a long-distance relationship, but he's really a dear friend of mine, and we get along incredibly well as musicians and as friends, and which really is a blast, because he and I have known one another for years, and so it's been a real honor working with Rex as well for me. And Rex and I we just have kind of a camaraderie and the same mindset. And but the first and foremost thing, and I will say this with King James, is we want to speak life into people. Music, we want to make great music, and we will, because it's what we do. But nonetheless, what we say in our music and what we write about is we want to be able to speak life into people. We are really living in tough times right now, and people need to have a release, and they need to be able to sit back and just kind of, relax and listen and to things that they enjoy, and that's where we are going to try to focus to be able to encourage people and to and to speak, like I said, life, where that they can really sense the love of the Lord through what we're doing, and know that there is hope in these silly times that we're living in right now, and we know that hope is through and by Jesus Christ. So